Techno update. Subscribe now.
OnePlus 5 Review. Design. Old-fashioned is acceptable in this case, though, because OnePlus has managed to make this phone so comfortable to hold and a pleasure to use. The curved back fits perfectly in your palm, while the 3D Gorilla Glass 5 on the front also curves slightly. This multitude of curves make it super slim, but also easy to fish up from a table. There's a headphone jack and charge-capable USB-C port on the bottom, along with a microphone and mono speaker, plus a dual nano SIM tray on the side. I'd have preferred a microSD slot, or a hybrid slot, but at least there's a decent amount of base storage here. The OnePlus 5 comes in two colors, though to be honest they look almost exactly the same. The 64GB model has 6GB RAM and comes in slate gray, while the 128GB/8GB RAM version takes the midnight black hue that was briefly available on the OnePlus 3T. Both colors are deep, dark and matte, and it feels odd to have two options so similar. Screen. OnePlus has stepped up the game in the vast majority of areas this year, but on paper at least the screen feels very much the same. It is still a 5.5-inch AMOLED panel, which is still 1080p as opposed to the more common Quad HD resolution. The OnePlus 3 and 3T suffered from a few annoying screen issues, including poor calibration and lay scrolling, but the OnePlus 5 sorts these out. So that's a bonus straight away. Performance. The Snapdragon 835 runs the show, and it's a very good SoC. Along with being speedy, it's efficient, and each phone that has powered by it does get better battery life. There's the Adreno 540 GPU, which can comfortably handle any 3D game on Google Play, and there's super fast UFS 2.1 storage that helps load times. You can choose between a 64GB and 128GB model, but pick wisely as there's no expandable storage. Camera. One is your regular sensor, which here is a Sony IMX398 sensor with 16 megapixels and an f/1.7 lens. Next to it sits the telephoto lens, for 2x zoom, which is 20 megapixel with a much narrower f/2.6 aperture. It is certainly an interesting setup, and I much prefer a dual camera arrangement like this over Huawei's monochrome and RGB pairing. 4K video is supported, and the 16 megapixel front-facing camera is very good, capturing plenty of detail. There's a front-facing flash that comes from the screen, and the auto HDR mode extends to the front too. Battery life. It's a similar story for the OnePlus 5. The non-removable 3300 mAh battery is bigger than that of the OnePlus 3, but 100 mAh smaller than the one in the OnePlus 3T. Thanks to the improved efficiency of the Snapdragon 835 processor, though, battery life is about on par with its predecessor. I can comfortably get through the day with mixed to heavy use, and normally I have about 10% spare come bedtime. An hour of SD Netflix streaming eats up 7 to 8%, and it's about half that for music streaming with the screen off.